Paytm is getting its house in order ahead of the RBI's 29th of February deadline for restrictions on Paytm Payments Bank after prolonged non-compliance with regulations. Now, the board of 197 Communication has announced formation of a group advisory committee chaired by former SEBI Chairman M Damodaran to work with the board in further strengthening compliance and regulatory matters. Now, the committee is led by Damodaran and will comprise of 2 other members who will work with the board of 197 Communication, as I said, to strengthen compliance and to ensure to advise Paytm on regulatory matters. The decision to form the panel comes after RBI criticized the payment bank operations for repeated non-compliance, including know your customer norms as well as the anti-money laundering rules. So all in all, Paytm trying to ensure that it starts complying ASAP, but that does not mean RBI is likely to relent. Krishna, the big story, of course, is that Paytm is hoping that by complying with these regulatory issues, by ensuring that the advisory panel is headed by the likes of M Damodaran, who is an institution in himself when it comes to regulation, especially the chairperson, a former chairperson of SEBI, will perhaps be able to tide over its existing issues, but that does not mean the February 29th deadline is going away.
Well, absolutely not. In fact, RBI Governor Shaktikanta Das has reiterated the fact that there is no, today, as of on the 12th of February, RBI Governor Shaktikanta Das has reiterated the fact that there is no review of the actions that have been taken on Paytm Payments Bank. So the 29th February deadline remains sacrosanct. What will be expected this week or a matter of days from now is the FAQs which the RBI will put out regarding Paytm Payments Bank, and largely customer interest issues is what the FAQs will address. But as far as Paytm is concerned, it is exactly where it was since the day RBI announced its action on it, which was just a day before the interim budget was announced. What it means for Paytm, with the way, the kind of board that they put together, like the likes of Mr. Damodaran and former Andhra Bank chief, it is trying to send out a very strong signal that it is taking the action taken by RBI very seriously, and it does
sends the right signals.
Yeah, it sends the right signals. My question is, it sends the right signals to who? Because looks like RBI is not looking for signals anymore. RBI is looking for action. So the question is that what will this new cool panel of Paytm end up doing? So to me, I'm more concerned about, yes, the names are fantastic. And yes, for us, in the media, definitely it sends the right signals that, and probably people watching, it sends the right signals that Paytm, it's a great perception game that Paytm is playing in terms of the names it has chosen. But I don't think the RBI will relent with it. Do you think that the way the RBI has gone about it, even at the monetary policy review, they were very cut and dry about the whole thing. So Paytm is not looking for, beg your pardon, RBI is not looking for signals and committees from Paytm. RBI is looking for clear-cut action from Paytm. The only question is how soon and how well can this new committee put together for regulatory compliance by Paytm will act.
Absolutely, and whether there's going to be a review of that order which is going to come into effect on 29th of February. So far, the RBI governor maintains no review in order. We stick to that deadline, and perhaps Paytm will have to now start looking for alternatives to sustain if and when the payments bank license is called off, revoked, cancelled. That is also likely to happen. But in what is looking like RBI, Paytm's move to clean up its house, to get it in order, there is a new panel which will be, not just advising Paytm's board, but will also be perhaps looking at strengthening its compliance with RBI.